the top of the hill. But since we're on our way down, we might as well enjoy the ride. The secret of love is in opening up your heart. It's okay to feel afraid, but don't let it stand in your way. 'Cause anyone knows that love is the only road. And since we're only here for a while, we might as well show some style. Give us a smile. And isn't it a lovely ride? Sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. Now the thing about time is that time isn't really real. It's just your point of view. Now how does it feel for you? Einstein said he could never understand it all. Planets spinning through space, a smile upon your face. Oh, welcome to the human race. Now isn't it a lovely ride? We're sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. Yes, isn't it a lovely ride? We're sliding down, gliding down. Try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride. Now the secret of life is enjoying the passage of time. We're gliding down, sliding down. Try not to try too hard. No, try not to try too hard. No, try not to try too hard. It's just a lovely ride.
Good morning, Unity. I'm Reverend John Riley. I have the joy of serving as your senior minister, and I'd like to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. If you're new to Unity, what we want you to know is that Unity is a global spiritual movement. We are welcoming and inclusive of people of all backgrounds and all walks of life. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. I'd like to thank you for being a part of our Sunday experience today, whether you're here in person in the sanctuary, whether you're watching live on the live stream or watching during the week. Wherever you are in this moment, you're in the right place at the right time right now, because wherever you are, God is. Yes? We are so blessed to have with us Rusty Gaylord as our platform leader, Russell Norman on piano, Polo Jones on drums, and Deborah Winters is our soloist today. And I'll invite you all to stand as Deborah leads us in our two opening songs this morning.
I will make a quiet place within my heart, and I will wait upon the one. We're going to say one instead of Lord. Wait upon the one upon the one, wait upon the one. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still, my soul, be still. Be still and know I will make a quiet place within my life, and I will wait upon the one, wait upon the one. Yes, I will make a quiet place within my heart, and I will wait upon the one, wait upon the one. Oh, be still, my heart and soul. Be still, my soul. Be still. Be still and know. I will make a quiet place within my life, and I will wait upon the one, wait upon the one. You all sound beautiful. Some of you did Margot's workshop yesterday, or last week, or when was it? Last week? This week? Here we go. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I relax and visualize. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. I am well. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I relax and visualize. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. I am well. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I've got love surrounding me. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. Let's do that again. Yes, I am healed, whole, and healthy. I will love surrounding me. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. I am well. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I accept and I receive. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. One more time. Yes, I am healed, whole, and healthy. I accept and I receive. I am healed, whole, and healthy. I am well. I am well.
Isn't it wonderful to be here and feel healed, whole, and healthy? Yes, it is. We don't just show up here and affirm that for ourselves. We have some tools that we use to help guide us in our process here at Unity. And we have 5 principles. I'm going to walk you through them now. If you are new and you'd like to refresh them, they're on the Connect card that is, oh no, not the Connect card, the Welcome card that is in the pew in front of you. So you can check out the Welcome card and follow along with these 5 principles. The first one is God is, that there is one power and one presence active in the universe, God, the good, omnipotent. And one of the things I love about unity is the creativity in which we find words to describe that presence and power that is around us every day, whether we call it God or goodness or love or wholeness or health. Whatever word we use to describe it, it is always here with us in each moment of every day. Our second principle is that that power is not out there somewhere, it is right here inside each and every one of you. And that is this principle of I am, that God is the substance and intelligence innate in every person and in all creation. You are divine. The third principle is the law of mind action, that thoughts and mind produce after their kind. And the song that we just sang is a great example of that. Affirming to ourselves that I am healed, whole, and healthy, and remembering that. And when we remember that and we think that and we walk through the world believing it, life feels different. Our fourth principle is the practice of meditation and affirmative prayer, because it is through the practice of meditation and affirmative prayer that we connect with the creative, constructive power of the divine to work in, through, and as us. And finally, our fifth principle is the daily practice, because it doesn't just happen here on Sundays. These are tools that we take with us out into the world and practice them day to day, moment to moment. When something happens, when you get cut off on the freeway and you freak out for a minute, it's a minute to just take a breath and say, I am healed, whole, and healthy. Or whatever affirmation you may choose to use for yourself, but it is in the moment that we practice this day to day, because when we do that, we express more of the divine and life gets better. These 5 principles are what guide us in our journey towards living into our vision statement, which is on the screen behind me. And let's say it together. Centered in God, we co-create a world that works for all. And so it is.
There will be no more darkness, no need to fear the night, fear the night. There will be no more sadness, only joy and light, joy and light. Lift your eyes beyond the hills and see the dawn. There is a beautiful presence in the arms of the Holy One. Be in peace, God is with you. Be in peace, rest your heart, turn within, hear God's presence, know you are safe and free. Be in peace.
And now we have a reading from our daily word. The daily word for today is authentic. I will read the affirmation and then invite you to say it with me. I live proudly as my authentic self. Together, I live proudly as my authentic self. One of the best ways to feel the fullness of my divinity is to express the uniqueness of my humanity. There is no one on earth who is exactly like me. No one who has my history and experiences. No one who has my particular talents and gifts. I make the world a richer place when I show up as the person I am. if I am too timid to share my gifts, if I carry shame or regret about my past, or if I feel afraid to let others see the real me, I am not being my authentic self. Authenticity means being who I am with confidence. I am a divine being, a child of God. I take my place in the world with joy, knowing I belong here just as much as everyone else. Rooted in my divinity, I celebrate my humanity by being my authentic self. The scripture lesson is from Romans chapter 8, verse 14. For all who are led by the Spirit of God are children of God.
This inner space has the power to set me free. It's the cavern of creation and the truth of you and me. This inner space, an eternity of time. It's the moment of the holy now and the allness that is mine. This inner space contains all that I need. From deep within the invisible flows the living air we breathe. This inner space is flowing in my bones. It stirs my heart, it stirs my mind, and every prayer I've ever known. And I say, breathe, just breathe. Now breathe this peace. This inner space is the ocean of your soul. And when you feel most broken, the truth is you are whole. This inner space connects us one and all. And though it would never push you, it will break down every wall. And I say, breathe, just breathe. Now breathe this peace. This inner space invites us to renew in all your endless choosing. You become the chosen to this inner space. It never knows the past, and in a quiet place you can hear it. And it might just make you laugh. So I say, breathe. Now breathe. Just breathe.
Good morning. Good morning, Unity Palo Alto. 20 years ago, in 2005, my wife, my family, and I began our journey here at Unity, at least this particular journey. And Tiffany and I was here in the sanctuary. We sat way in the back, because that's where new people sit. It's safe. We can bolt out without talking to anybody, because, I'm shy. It's a true story. And at the end of the service, we loved the talk, we loved the minister, we loved the music, and it just felt good. And then at the very end of the service, we all said the prayer for protection. And it's at that moment that I knew I was home. I grew up in Unity. Now, I say my career in Unity started when I was 14. That's when I decided I needed to figure out what I believed in life. And I began a journey of looking for a center, and Unity was it. And I was in the youth of Unity for many years as a teenager. But I really grew up Unity. And one of the two prayers that I remember as a child, and my second favorite prayer, was the prayer for protection. So when I immediately heard it, it took me back to that experience as a child and hearing my mom say it and saying it with her and feeling that, just that sense of safety that it inspired. And so it brought me back to that visceral feeling of, I am home. In 1940, the author, James Dillett Freeman, who was Unity's poet laureate for many years, and he worked in Silent Unity, Unity's prayer ministry that has been around since 1890, sorry. All my teachers out there are now rolling over saying, didn't get it right, in 1890. And he was asked by Silent Unity to come up with a poem for the Christmas service. And he said, we've never had, and the request was to come up with a prayer around and a poem around protection. And he said, we never had a need for a prayer of protection until the 40s, until 1940. It was in the middle of the war. We hadn't joined it yet, but the war was raging across the world. And so he sat down and he wrote a 4-line poem that became the prayer for protection that we know today. And what he talked about was how it was an ongoing, iterative process. He'd wake up and have a new idea and a new concept. He changed the original words because he wanted to make it more accessible to the world, not to people who studied, just to people who studied Unity, because he knew that Unity's teachings are fundamentally the same teachings that everyone else teaches at some level, maybe just different languaging. And so he wanted to make this very accessible. And then as he went through it, by 1944, when 1944 rolled around, they wanted him to write a poem for the back of a book, Silent Unity. And of course, he decided to choose from Psalm 23. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. The end of that story is don't make camp. Right? That's the metaphysical story. There was a young woman in the editorial department who came to him and said, Mr. Freeman, if I'm a mother in England being bombed, if I'm a soldier on the field, the last thing I want to hear is, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Can't you do something better? And he's thinking to himself, better than the 23rd Psalm? Are you kidding? And then, again, he came back to that poem, and the poem reemerged within him. And at that time, he discovered he added the very last line. Now, if you don't know the poem, it goes, the light of God surrounds me, the love of God enfolds me, the power of God protects me, the presence of God watches over me, and wherever I am, God is. And all is well. We'll get to that part a little bit later. Now, as a teenager in YOU, actually, I was at an international conference at Unity Village. This was sometime mid-'80s, and James Dillard Freeman was one of the keynote speakers, and he was talking about the prayer for protection. He was talking about how it evolved, and he came to that end, that last line, wherever you are, God is. And he said, if you really understand that idea, that's all you need to know. Wherever you are, God is. Whatever experience you're having, God is. That energy, that life, that love, that creativity is flowing through you. That is it. And it is always present and always available. And then he went on to talk about how all of y'all adding an all is well or this and that, you don't need it. He was very adamant about that. It's like, well, you don't need it. Because, poets, I don't know, they write stuff, they think it should be their words, whatever. We all edit Edgar Allan Poe, right? So he was very adamant about that. And here we are today, and we add the last line, which is, and all is well. That's what we choose to do. And I don't know whether it's because we've been doing it for so long, or all Unity churches do it, or many do it. But when you think about that line too, it's also true, because wherever God is, all is well. When we have that consciousness that God is, then all is well within us, regardless of what's happening outside of us, regardless of the challenges that we're facing, regardless of the stresses that we're having, or the latest tweet, or the latest social post, or the latest DM. We're always in the flow of spirit when we choose to align with it within our own consciousness. So that beautiful poem, even though it sounds like a God out there, James Dillard Freeman knew it as the God of our being, the essence of our life, that which flows in, through, and as us. And if you want a deeper spiritual meaning, here you go. You ready? The light of God surrounds me. These are from Charles Fillmore on the Revealing Word. Charles Fillmore was the co-founder of the Unity movement, and he created a metaphysical interpretation of the Bible and created a metaphysical interpretation of all of these words. Love refers to the illumination of spirit resident at the central of every person's being. You have that spark within you. That love is always present. The understanding principle in mind, in divine order, it always comes first in consciousness and then in expression. Life is a symbol of wisdom. And when Jesus said, I am the light of the world, he meant that he was the expresser of truth in all of its aspects. And when the master teacher said, you are the light of the world, take a nice deep breath. What does that mean? You are the light of that love, that wisdom in expression in your life. Love. That's light, love, the harmonizing energy, the harmonizing healing energy of spirit, the inner quality that sees only good, and as it sees that only good, it creates that quality to appear in our life. It's the manifesting power in our life, love. Power, the innate dominion over our thoughts and feelings, our ability to transform energy from one plane of consciousness to another. Spiritual power is omnipotence, and this energy surges through us as we erase negative thoughts from consciousness, and we become one with the one. Presence. That presence surges through us as we erase negative thoughts from consciousness and become one with God. He said, this prayer is the product of much thought and concentration, of a mind that was willing to stay open and receptive to divine inspiration. Wherever I am, God is. So however you see it, for me, this has been always my prayer for protection. Since I was a little kid, this is what anchors me in those experiences, that feeling of light and love and wisdom and power and presence. And this is why every time I get on an airplane, just automatically my mind recites the prayer for protection. It just does. Whenever I'm feeling stressed or strained, my mind just automatically cites the prayer for protection. It grounds me in that experience. It centers me in that wisdom, in that power, in that energy, and it allows that energy of spirit to flow through me. Now, you may have your own prayer. You may have your own saying, whatever it is that gets you into that experience of oneness, that tunes you into that frequency of love and kindness and compassion and being that light. Whatever that is for you, that is your safe haven, and bring that with you. And if you don't have one, try the prayer for protection. We say it at the end of every service still. And at the end of every service, it anchors me in that experience. Now, the prayer for protection, you may not know this, but it is one of two of Freeman's poems that was carried to the moon. Did you know that? In 1969, Buzz Aldrin carried a copy of the daily word of the prayer for protection with him on his first manned moon landing. In 1971, a microfilm of Freeman's poem, I Am There, was left on the moon by Apollo 15 astronaut James B. Irwin. So Unity's poet laureate is now our solar system's poet laureate. When you make it to the moon, go dig up that microfiche and you'll find it there. This poem has been around the world in so many different ways. It's been in so many publications. It's a part of so many people's lives who have nothing to do with unity, who don't even know what unity is. And the reason that's important is because the fundamental principles of unity are universal. And what a gift that is to the world to have that prayer as something that they can hold on to, whatever it means to them. Freeman said, I think God has many ways of speaking to us, and not only in words that we hear with our ears. I think God speaks to our hearts and our minds, and sometimes God's message has nothing to do with words. God is love and intelligence and life. And more than anything we say God or even imagine God is the one universal presence and power and is seeking to express truth and beauty and good through all of us and for all of us. God is. Let's move to our affirmation, Ethan. Oh, look, it's the prayer for protection. Who'd have thought? So as we sink into this, just allow these words to arrive. Let go of any meaning or thought that we might have about them, and just allow the energy to arrive, the energy of spirit, the energy of love, the energy of light as it flows through us. As we affirm this together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And so it is. In Unity, we teach that there's only one presence and one power active in our lives and in all the universe. And that energy flows through us individually. We're an individual expression of it. And it flows through us as a community. We are that light. We are the light that this community can bring that light to the world to make a difference in the world. It's interesting because in the Bible, there's this word evil or the devil or Satan. Take a nice deep breath. This may be the next time you hear it, it will be in about a year from me. Metaphysically, all that means is that error thought. And together, our error thought, that collective consciousness, has that level of error thought within it. And so when we tune out of that and tune into that divine presence of spirit, tune into that divine intelligence, that divine wisdom, when we tune into that energy that is who we truly are, then we are uplifting the whole of the consciousness. Yes? So through our light and our love, we have the ability to shine that light, to send that loving energy, the harmonizing, healing, prospering energy of spirit into the world. To be that power through our voice, through our words, and through our actions, and to express that presence. Because that's how we change the world. By being who we've come here to be, a living expression of the image of God, which in unity we call the Christ. Let's take that into our time of meditation and affirmative prayer. I invite you to take a nice, deep, cleansing breath, to close your eyes if that feels comfortable and is safe for you in this moment. As we begin to tune out the outer experience of the world, we begin to let our thoughts relax. Whatever thoughts we might be holding, whatever thoughts we came in with, the burdens that we came in with, we can lay them down in this moment. And as we let go of the thoughts, we allow our emotions to settle. We feel ourselves, our body grounded and relaxed and present in this moment. Breathing in, I affirm God is. Breathing out, I affirm I am. God is light. I am light. God is love. I am love. God is power. I am power. God is presence. I am that presence. God is. In the stillness of the silence. God is light. I am the light of the world. I allow that light to shine in everything I think and say and do. I shine that light so that others may discover the light within them. God is love. I am the loving, healing, harmonizing energy in the universe. I express that love as kindness and compassion. I treat myself with self-care, compassion, kindness. And I am a beneficial presence in the world. God is power, and I am the power of my spiritual consciousness, moving beyond my error thoughts, letting go of the to-do list and the things that I think should be, and allowing myself to flow in the wisdom, space, and current of God. God is presence. I am the individual expression of the divine. God is. As we breathe into this present moment, we feel that love and that energy and that truth surge through us. We feel the compassion and caring for the world flow through us. We hold all of the prayers who have been submitted to Unity Palo Alto in our hearts and in our prayers. And if you hold someone in your heart, I invite you to say their name out loud now or bring their name to mind. For all of the names in our hearts, for all of the prayers on our lips, we affirm divine love is doing its perfect work in this very moment. Divine light is shining through every person, allowing them to discover that essence of truth within them. And divine power is leading each person and each situation to their highest good, so that they are a beneficial presence to themselves, to the world, as we affirm God is. and for this truth, for this experience of light, love, and protection. We give thanks and we celebrate by singing the Alleluia.
Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah,
And with a nice, deep, cleansing breath, we return our attention to this time and this space and this energy and feeling our spiritual community, feeling that love as it flows in, through, and as us. Unity Palo Alto is here to help us discover this spiritual magnificence that is within each one of us. And as a spiritual community, we come together to nurture that in each other. We come together to shine that into the world and to be that beneficial presence in the world. Yes? And we are here because of our generous gifts of time, of talent, of treasure. There are many ways in which you can support our spiritual community. If you'd like to make a gift here in the sanctuary, you can put a gift in the love offering box in the front or the back. You can give online. You can give in the bookstore. But however you decide to give to the world, to life, give with love. For it's the manner in which we give to the world that we receive. And when we're giving with an open heart and flowing love, we receive that tenfold. Yes? Our affirmation is on the screen, and I invite you to affirm it with me. Together, divine love from me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is.
standing here in your presence, in a grace so relentless, I am won by perfect love. Safely wrapped in the arms of heaven is a peace that lasts forever, feeling deep humility. I'm wide awake, drawing close, stirred by grace, and all my heart is yours. All fear removed, I breathe you in, I lean into your love. Oh, your love. When I'm lost, somehow you find me. From within, there to guide me. Visions clear, with you so near. Here in you I find shelter, captivated by the splendor of your grace. My secret place, I'm wide awake, drawing close, stirred by grace, and all my heart is yours. All fear removed, I breathe you in, I lean into your love. Oh, your love. Now your love so deep is washing over me. Your grace is all I seek. You Your grace is all I see. Light of God, you hear my only cry. To know you all my life, I give you everything.
Beautiful, beautiful. Please stay standing. Let's just stand up for a moment. And I want you to just remember this simple phrase at the end of the prayer of protection that we all just said together. But put it in first person. Talk to yourself for a moment. Just say this silently to yourself. Wherever I am, God is. Take that in for a moment. Wherever I am, God is. You are an expression of the divine. You are divine. Let's share that light and love and wonderful spirit with each other. Let's take this moment to bless each other. We like doing this during each service, so the words that we say are on the screen behind me. So take those into your heart and then turn to face one another and let's share them together. I love you. I bless you. I appreciate you. And I behold the light in you. And so it is. So please have a seat. We are so blessed to have you all with us here today. We have things going on here besides what just happened here in the service. And so we want to invite you to a couple of those things. And the announcements that we have for this week happen to be two things going on today, right after the service. First of all, our Board of Trustees is meeting. We meet every month, and occasionally during the year, we hold meetings on Sundays after the service. So you are all invited. The Board of Trustees meeting will be in the Learning Center right after the service today at 11:30. So please come and check us out. We will do our financial update as we normally do, but you'll get a little bit of sense of what the board does and how we operate. So you are all invited to that. Also, after the service today in the courtyard is Bring Your Own Lunch Brunch, and we have. Thank you. A quick update. The Bring Your Own Lunch Brunch is going to be right afterwards at 11, and it's just going to be 30 minutes so that you have time to attend the board meeting afterwards. So Bring Your Own Lunch Brunch is here in the courtyard, and it's an opportunity to get to know others in the community. And it's nice because there's some facilitation, there's some questions, some icebreakers, and our very own June Riley runs that for us. So, yes. Please join us for that. You can find out about all the other things going on. There's classes going on. There are other opportunities. They're all on our website. So you can check out our website, unitypaloalto.org. And, of course, on social media, you can find us there as well. So check those out. And now we are going to do a brief center update, and I'm going to invite John back to the stage for the update.
Thank you, Rusty. Well, good morning, everyone. We are in the flow, yes? All right, so the group up here can feel it. Now your job is to express that out into the world. That's wonderful. We are in the flow. And a center update is an opportunity for me to tell you a little bit about what's going behind the scenes at Unity Palo Alto. And first off, we are thriving. What I've been noticing is that we are encouraging, we have been energized, thank you, I forgot to do that. We are energizing, we are feeling our growth, we are expanding, things are really moving and flowing for us. Energizing, we had a wonderful UPA day a couple of weeks ago, yes? We have more people coming to classes. We have more interesting, diverse classes that we're offering and workshops. We have a survey, and our survey feedback so far, it's still open. If you'd like to take the survey, our Congregate Insight survey, you can go online to the What's Happening menu bar and find the survey there. But the results are people are enthusiastic and energized. We feel excited about where we're headed. We are growing. Every Sunday we have new visitors. We have people who are back from years ago. We have new members. We have a growing interest in people becoming part of our board. We have more people volunteering, and we have a greater social experience. We have more people that are joining us online for our social media. And we are expanding. We are ready to create the next expression of Unity Palo Alto. We're ready for a new chapter. We have a plan. We have a marketing plan to do that to help us grow. We have $10,000 in budgeted money for this plan throughout the end of the year. And most importantly, we have a leader. We have somebody who can take us forward. And with that, I'd like to introduce Tiffany Riley. No, you? Oh, you need a microphone.
Hello, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Tiffany, and I was the Tiffany that John mentioned earlier. What he didn't mention was that 20 years ago when we first came here, I was pregnant with our son, Ethan, who is now in the booth back there. And I'm a little freaked out that he's turning 20 in a few months. Oh, thank you. But for the last 25 years, in addition to being a wife and a parent and doing all of those things, I spent that time globetrotting around the world doing marketing for a variety of different tech companies. And I am thrilled to join the ranks of former tech executives who are putting their superpowers to good. So I'm very excited to join John and all of you in really looking to expand the impact that Unity Palo Alto has on the world and expand our footprint. Because imagine if everybody in the world could feel the way that you feel right now. That when you go out into the world, you feel the way that you do. When you show up for your first day at school, you feel the way that you do right now. Safe, warm, secure. So I'm thrilled to join the team to help get that message out into the world. Now, all marketing starts with one thing, which is the customer. And what we know is when people are looking for a new spiritual home, it's a decision. It's a very personal decision that people make. So, as a spiritual home, we can't ask someone to marry us right away. We have to go on a journey with them to help them get to know us, to appreciate who we are, what we do, what the community is like, what this Reverend John guy is like. And so that's what marketing is really all about, is helping people through that journey. Did that work? Oh, look at that. It worked. So cool. So with that understanding, our job is to bottle all of this, to bottle him, to bottle you, to bottle you, to bottle you, to bottle the experience and the ideas, the principles, the practices, and bring that out into the world so that we can get more people excited about going on that journey. That for those who are in the middle of journey of looking for a new spiritual home, we can invite them, we can entice them, and we can excite them about who Unity Palo Alto is. And through that whole process, we make it easy, we make it warm, we make it safe, we make it engaging, and maybe we'll have a little fun along the way. You guys certainly showed the other day at UPA Day that you know how to have fun, so let's get that out there. And we do that by filling their hearts and their minds every day with things that we put out into the world. So whether it's helpful tools and content to connect to real-world life experiences that they're having. For anybody who took the survey, there was a piece in there helping us understand what's the life stuff that you're facing right now. Are you trying to find purpose? Are you stressed out trying to find maybe a new job or with family or with school starting? Things are a little bit scary. That we want to connect to those things and help people every day. And in doing that, show them what we're all about. We'll show them more about our practices and our beliefs so that people can see very easily if we're a fit for the kind of spiritual experience that they want to have. We're going to show you guys and how awesome and fun it is so that people can picture themselves. Wow, that's a group that I want to belong to. I can see myself with that group, growing spiritually, having fun, building community. And we're going to give them different and new and easy paths to start. So John talked about a diversity of programs. That's all about giving people different ways to dip their toe in, learn more about Unity Palo Alto, practice some spiritual stuff, have a little fun, meet some people, and get going. And we have some incredible ways that we're working on doing that. some amazing content from the programs that are already here. There were some people last week or a couple weeks ago at UPA Day who did some videos for us. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, Rusty. Thank you, Lisa. You'll see a little snippet of those later. And we have all of this great stuff that we can do to get that out in the world. And the cool thing is that modern marketing is so much fun. Social media, the things that we can do on these little devices now to connect with people, to reach people, to engage them in all sorts of different ways without spending a whole lot of money is amazing. So we can do a lot in a very short period of time with not like a ton of money, which is amazing. So we're going to tap into all of those marketing channels. You're going to see sort of this explosion happening very soon from Unity Palo Alto on all sorts of different social channels, on different online forums where people are going to look for events or information or to connect with people on spiritual kinds of topics. We're going to do some fun stuff to really tap into the way that search and AI is kind of changing how people find things or look for information. John's looking at me like, oh my God, what is she doing? And then we'll mix in some traditional things like print ads for key moments, and then make sure that our website represents that experience and gives people a home to come to learn even more. Now, I bet you didn't know that you all can help. Really? Oh my gosh, look at that. Tell us more. Thank you, Paul. All right, I'd like everybody to take out their phones. I do. I have two phones. Would you like mine? All right. So how many of you are Instagram people? Oh, how many of you are Facebook people? Oh, look at that. About half and half. Okay. So the way that social media works, I'm going to give you like a 2-second view on social media right now, is that the companies who run social media, which is mostly Meta, they want you to stay on Instagram. They want you to stay on Facebook. So the way that they serve content to people now is no longer about just who you follow. All of you should be following Unity Palo Alto. If you're not, go on right now while we're here and follow Unity Palo Alto on Facebook and Instagram. But they also serve content to people who are interested in certain topics. So anyone interested in learning to be more confident, we can reach them through social media even if they're not following Unity Palo Alto. Anyone who wants to learn how to manage stress and anxiety, communicate better, connect with people better, stay calm and centered and balanced, or learn trust and forgiveness, we can reach people who don't follow Unity Palo Alto because Meta serves content to people who share like interests. It's amazing. And so John's been doing a lot already, and he already had Meta tell him, keep doing more, because we're going to keep serving your content out to more and more and more people who don't follow you. So what you can do is, one, when there's content, watch it. And the more of it you watch, it tells Meta, ooh, people like this. You can comment on it, which is a huge help. And it doesn't have to be a big fancy comment. It can be a smiley face. You can use an emoji. You can say thanks. You can say love it, whatever you're feeling in that moment. But the act of you commenting helps a lot. And then you can share it. And you don't even have to share it with the world. You can press that little share button, send it to John. Send it to me, send it to one of your friends, send it to one of your kids. All of this helps grow our engagement, and it helps push that information out there so more of the world can see the goodness that is Unity Palo Alto. And I would love your help in being able to do that. So very quickly, our roadmap for the rest of this year is really centered on harvesting all of the goodness that's here. The classes, the programs, the impact that we're making, and leading into the end of the year and the Christmas season to really close out the year with a big bang. And then as we go into 2026, we have ideas formulating about tapping more into the outside world to draw people in. But first, we got to start with the fundamentals and the basics, and then we can lean into that. So I'm really excited. I'm honored to be a part of this community. I've so enjoyed getting to know a lot of you as I've been around a little bit more and working with Reverend John to spread the good news. That is Unity Palo Alto. Marketing in 30 seconds.
She called me Reverend John. That was weird. We'll have to talk about that later. We're in the flow, yes? There is so much happening at Unity Palo Alto, and we are creating the energy. We've been creating the energy with our three fundamental components, our community, yes? This has been a wonderful experience of coming together and feeling that energy. We have been creating our energy with spiritual programming, and we have more to come. We have been creating our energy now with marketing in a more focused way. And through all of that, we also need to focus our energy on our finances and create the energy there so that we can not only finish the year well, but also fund next year and get things going for next year. So here's where we're at. And the Board of Trustees is going to meet right after the service to give us an in-depth financial report. This is the high level for those of you who can't make it. We have about $229,000 in the bank. Now, that's great, isn't that great? It's very good. Now, $160,000 of that money is earmarked. What does that mean? It can only be spent on certain things. So we've earmarked the money. There's a chunk of money in there earmarked to renovate our restrooms because they are falling apart. There's a chunk of money in there to support our facilities as a whole because it is now almost 30 years old. And in fact, just last week we had to fix one of the air conditioners, which took a chunk of change. So that came out of our facilities fund. We have a money reserved for our youth program as we begin to, again, develop it and grow it. And we have a little bit of money, as Tiffany mentioned, for our marketing program. Now, for operations, keeping the lights on, paying our musicians, doing those sorts of things, we have $60,000 in the bank. Now, $60,000 is what we have selected as the bottom line of our financial cushion. We want to have at least $60,000 so that if something happens, we can continue operating for a few months. So that's our bottom line. We promise that whenever that line, that our cash available for operations hits $60,000, that we will tell you. You are told. And we're going to go into more detail in it in the financial report in our board meeting. So please come and get that detail. And we also have our fundraising efforts. Right now, we're in the middle of a fundraising campaign. And at the beginning of the year, of the fiscal year, our membership agreed that we would use fundraising as part of the way in which we break even through the end of the year. We looked back and we said, each year we're asking for a little bit more money. And the reality is we need a little bit more money for us to break even and to maintain that $60,000 cushion. So that's what our matching fundraising campaign, Thrive Together, is all about. We have wonderful donations. We had 2 people give grants for a total of $15,000 of matching funds, above and beyond what we're normally giving. So if you give to the Thrive Together Fund, it is matched dollar for dollar up to $15,000. So that gives us the opportunity to generate $60,000 to continue to do the things that we do here on a daily basis, but also to plant the seeds for what we have planned for 26. Whatever. Next year. So we would love to have your participation. We currently have we just started it last week or 2 weeks ago. We currently earned $3,300 in the account. We have a lot of opportunity to go. And we are so grateful for this spiritual community because it is us. We don't have money from another source. We rent out the facilities, and that provides us with a little bit, but we are Unity Palo Alto. We are the heart and the breath of it, and so we are excited about that. So what is Unity Palo Alto, you may ask? Anybody have that question? Yes. Tiffany has that question. Thank you, Tiffany. Whoever said no, I'll talk to you later. What is Unity?
We are open and loving. We are a space of safety and growth. We are fun and exciting space to be.
So we are an open spiritual community. No matter what your spiritual path, or even if you don't have a path, you are welcome here.
We are love at Unity Palo Alto.
We are divine.
We are joyful. We are alive.
Ready? We are open. We are welcoming. We are inclusive. We are love. We are fun. We are community. Good?
That's pretty good. Yeah. Lisa, next time a little bit more enthusiasm there. You kind of, I mean, really. We are creating a wonderful experience here. We are Unity Palo Alto, and we are here to change the world. We are here. We talk about change and someone else having to change the world and all the things that are happening in the world. It starts here. It starts with each one of our consciousness, and we are really poised to be that epicenter of love and change in the world here at the Spiritual Center, and that's our vision for the next few years. So I'm very excited about it. Thank you so much for your time, and thus endeth my center update.
There's obviously a lot happening here, and we are Unity. It is us. We are Unity, and there are people here who make this service happen and who make this whole experience happen every week and every day. So a few things I just want to call out. One is a thanks for the beautiful flowers which we have up here. You may know that we now have fresh flowers every Sunday, so Paul Sislow is our generous sponsor for the flowers this week. Thank you, Paul. And if you're new or you're back from after a while, the Connect card in front of you is a way that we can connect with you, and you can get a little Unity gift to take home with you. If you fill this out, take it to the bookstore. We would be glad to give you a Unity publication that you can take home and as a little gift from us to you. So you are welcome here. And I would like our prayer chaplains to stand. There's Sarah Ann, thank you, and Karen. Our prayer chaplains are here to pray with you and to affirm the light in you, whether that is a challenge you're facing or a celebration that you have. They will be right where they're standing after the service if you would like to see them for some prayer. So thank you both for your service. And now I'd like to invite everyone to stand as we sing together our Song of Peace.
On earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin.
And now, for something completely different, our prayer for protection. Together, the light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Love and blessings, everyone. Have a wonderful week, and remember, God is.
God, you are every morning. God, you are every sunset. God, you are every dawning, every moment of my life. God, you are every moonshine. God, you are all of the sunshine. God,